All right, everybody, welcome to Overwatch League News. This is a new segment here on my channel, and yeah, let's take it to your host right off the bat. We'll take it to you, Therapy. All right, guys, it's me, Therapy. I'm your host tonight. We're gonna be going over the news. All right, and our first news segment this night is Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, the owner of the Boston Uprising, is in an alleged prostitution case, and there is some video evidence. What's that? We have breaking news. What can be more important than this Robert Kraft news? What did you say the Shanghai Dragons are about to win their first game? All right, let's cut to the scenes. Let's cut to the scenes. Let's see. Therapy, you are on the scene, correct? Yeah, I'm here on the scene, and as you can see, the Boston Uprising are about to get their first win.
Almost there,
Okay.
pushing from the back. They're taking
Notes
up again.
T-Mac.
Notes gonna be hacked. He's
Uh
gonna
huh.
be taken out of the mech. Finish
It looks
line.
like they're about to win.
At the second ticks.
Oh, a trans. Okay, I guess there's some stall. Maybe a comeback.
Prince Sentence is out from aim.
Nope.
But it's gonna
He's
expire.
dead.
They will be able to finish him off.
Oh, Gamsu last minute.
Just a couple more
There's a primal. Oh, okay. No, it's over. Shanghai definitely won. Wow, I can't tell if to be more embarrassed for Boston or be more excited for Shanghai. After 43 tries, they finally got their first win. You can see the excitement in the crowd. You can see the fans. Look at the Shanghai Dragons players are smiling. Boston Uprising not so happy. Where's Fusions? I don't see Fusions. Do you guys see Fusions? There must be something wrong. Where's Fusions? Where the hell? Where's look? The fans are crying because Fusions is not playing. Oh my God! The scenes, the emotions flying right now through the scenes. Fans are crying because Fusions wasn't playing. The Shanghai Dragons got their first win. What is going on? All right, this is it for me here at the floor. We'll take it back to you at the desk. Thank you, Therapy, for that. All right, can we re-roll that? Okay, we're having some technical issues right now. Um, we're trying to figure out how come Fusions isn't playing. There seems to be some type of mistake. So just hold on for a minute. Uh huh. What? He played 2 games this season already? Okay. All right. Okay, yeah. So we had to proof check this, but there was no Fusions playing for the Boston Uprising on that night. Was he suspended? Was he sick? No. What's that? I'm getting reports that Boston are offering Fusions an official Overwatch League contract. Boston, you idiots! How did you not read the fine print? Give this man a full-time contract. As a two-way player, Fusions was not allowed to play because he had already played the whole contender season, and he was only able to play 2 matches. And this was, I guess, this was in the fine print of the contract that the lawyers at Boston Uprising clearly didn't read, or the management. You have to give this guy a contract. He is gonna save your season. This is the guy who has been carrying your team and making your team look good. Color Hex, unimpressive. Axiom on main tank, unimpressive. Fusions on main tank, hell yes. Next up, we have our take on the most washed up Overwatch Season 1 team. All this coming up after the break. Do you slam your desk often? Do you play Torb? Do you ever feel like you want to quit Overwatch? Well, your team needs a psychologist. Let's look at some real life testaments. Not a paid actor, by the way.
Dude, no, the extra fault, thanks for the $5, dude. Dude, you have no idea. I was so close to quitting. Like 3 days ago, I was so close to quitting. But I talked to the fucking sports psychologist thingy, and she talked me out of it. Dude, I was so close, dude.
For only thousands and thousands of dollars, you too can benefit from therapy. Call now. All jokes aside, I'm glad for Defran and taking steps to take care of his mental health. It must be very stressful going 12-hour scrims, losing a game here and there, because it's a team game, so you can't carry all by yourself. Um, so yeah, I'm glad for Defran, and hopefully he keeps this up. Hopefully, when they do end up losing a little more games, he doesn't go all berserk. Hopefully that the psychologist is there for him and he receives the help he needs. Now back to our regular segment. The Los Angeles Valiant have played 3 games and lost 3 games. The Houston Outlaws has played 4 games and lost 3 games. These teams are in a competition to be the worst Overwatch League Season 1 team. We can see this tweet here by Fate. that they do have some problems internally, and right after the loss to Toronto Defiant, which not a lot of people expected. I expected it because I know everything. And the Toronto Defiant is so slept on, and they shouldn't be slept on anymore. People say there's parity throughout the league. I don't think that's true. The better teams will outshine eventually. The Los Angeles Valiant, they let Soon go. They let Damien go. They let a couple coaches go. They didn't think they needed a replacement. What team does that sound like? Like they didn't do much for their team. Oh, the Outlaws. They only signed Dante, right? Uh, Tracer and Sombra specialist. Huh. Huh. It's almost like not getting upgrades for your team means you're gonna lose a little more. Wow. That's really weird. I didn't think it worked like that. Did any of you guys expect that? No, nah, that's crazy. Uh we saw Jake get frustrated today. That's another team. Rockets has always been an issue for your team. I put out a video saying Rockets was Rockets was mediocre for this team, and that the Houston Outlaws would not be that good. And I got I didn't go well. A lot of people were saying I was stupid. I didn't know what I was talking about, and everybody has their own opinion. We can see here Jake getting frustrated, and he rightly so, dude. They've gone 1-4 this season. They're over relying on Dinkster. Um, Dante is playing Zarya when you could easily be running a Sombra to counter Goats. But somehow he's on Zarya. You have Spree on Diva, which is Spree is like one of the best Zaryas in the league. That's crazy. So yeah, the Los Angeles Valiant, the Houston Outlaws, they're both having a competition to see who could be the worst season one team. I'm kind of surprised coming from the Valiant side. Uh, they are looking decent. I don't want to take anything away from these guys. Izayaki is performing, KSF is performing decently, but they lost Soon, and Soon was a major, major, major player for this team. He was probably an in-game leader. He was probably more vocal. KSF doesn't have the experience that Soon has. Soon has miles and miles more experience. They basically let a superstar go and sign like somebody coming up. They should have signed somebody much, much better to replace Soon. It's like when Envy left, they had Space as a backup, and he was clearly just as good as Envy. But when Soon left, they didn't have that signing there for them. Speaking about Envy, Envy came back and clapped Valiant in the face. People are not seeing Toronto. I said it before. They should not be slept on. They will be a playoff team this season. They will be a playoff contender. And don't sleep on them anymore. This week they have Neko back, and they're going to be doing a lot better now because Aid was not a Zen player, and now they have one. As for the Houston Outlaws, yeah, this was always going to be a disaster. They have a really good fan. They have a really like hyper fan base, but it was never gonna work out. The Houston Outlaws have to do a lot of changes within the squad, and they're gonna have to do a lot of signings during the transfer window if they want to do anything this season. If they want to compete for playoffs this season. Now let's talk about the NYXL. The NYXL is number one in the league as always. Everything is normal. NYXL is first place. They are miles and miles the best team in the league. I remember when people thought like, oh, they look kind of rusty. They don't look good in goats. Well, they signed Nene, and Nene came in and he became the Zarya player for that team. One of the best Zaryas in the league. They have Jonak, the former MVP. Mono is literally the best tank in the league right now. Mego can pull out the Sombra. That squad is so flexible, and I don't see anybody taking their number one spot. So you got to protect NYXL. Winning twice this weekend. They're gonna be number one seed for the playoff finals, the playoff stages, and only real competition they have is Vancouver Titans. So the destiny for this stage is in their hands. If you have your fantasy team, definitely put Nene in, put Jonak in, put as many NYXL players as you can because they are the carry, they are the stars this season. Let's move on to the rest of my predictions for the week. And on Thursday, the Washington Justice versus the Philadelphia Fusion. Philly has not been that well, but they are a hot and cold team. I expect Boombox to be back this week, and they should easily win this game 3-1. Next up, we have Seoul Dynasty. We don't have Boston Uprising versus the Seoul Dynasty versus Boston Uprising. The Boston Uprising has not given Fusions a contract as of yet, which they should. So I easily see this going Seoul Dynasty's way, simply because they have their shit together and they have more coordination. So 3-1. So 3-1 going to Dynasty's way. Next up, we have the Guangzhou Charge and the Florida Mayhem. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't rate the Charge at first at the beginning of the season. I thought they were gonna be worse than the Mayhem, worse than Shanghai Dragons, but they're seeming to turn up this they're turning up, and I think right now at this moment they're very hot, and I can't see them losing to Florida. Okay, and the game of the week, I think the game of the day for Thursday night is Gladiators. I mean, San Francisco Shock versus the Hangzhou Spark. The Hangzhou Spark beat some really good teams. They lost to some good teams. I mean, they lost to some mediocre teams. Um, San Francisco Shock has been in the same boat. A lot of people expected them to be rolling, but they haven't. Um, so I mean, this could go either way. But at the moment, I think that the Hangzhou Spark will get 2 losses in a row, and the San Francisco Shock will turn up this week. So I'd go 3-2 San Francisco Shock. On Friday, we have the Gladiators versus the Spitfire. Historically, the Gladiators have always been the Spitfire when Fisher was on the roster. Fisher is no longer on the roster. But I'm still going to give Gladiators the benefit of the doubt because I think overall they are a better ghost team than London. So 3-2 going the Gladiators' way. The second game of the week is Toronto Defiant versus NYXL. Toronto Defiant is really good. They have turned up. In my opinion, I rate them highly. I think Neko's coming back for this game. And Toronto Defiant 1, New York Excelsior 3. New York Excelsior is just unbeatable at the moment. Vancouver Titans versus Los Angeles Valiant. Oh, this is easy, dude. This is too easy. Vancouver Titans. Vancouver Titans winless 3-1. I could even see a 4-0, but let's be realistic. I don't think Valiant are quite that bad yet. Shanghai Dragons and Chengdu Hunters. We have our two Chinese teams battling off. This is tough, and I'm gonna say Shanghai Dragons 3. They won their first game. I think they're gonna go on a little win streak, at least for 2 games. And Chengdu Hunters, they have weird comps, but I think that the Dragons will be able to outplay them. And on Saturday, we have the Paris Eternal versus the Atlanta Reign. Paris Eternal, best gold team at the moment, I believe. Between it's probably NYXL, Vancouver Titans, and then Paris Eternal. Paris Eternal 3, Atlanta Reign 1. I like the Fran, I like Atlanta, but they're not gonna be able to match Paris and Goats. Okay, and then for our next game on Saturday night, we have the Florida Mayhem versus the Houston Outlaws. Houston Outlaws are obviously losing this. They're like the most dog shit team in the league right now. Florida 3, Houston Outlaws 2. Korean hype, yes, I don't care. Korean power all the way. San Francisco 3, Washington Justice 1. Easy, Washington Justice haven't won a game yet. I doubt they'll do it this week. And then my surprising prediction for the week, I think, is Shanghai Dragons versus the Dallas Fuel. Shanghai Dragons win this easy 3-1. Dallas Fuel is on and off machine. If they play effect, they're gonna lose. If they play AKM, it'll be close. But like I said, I expect the Shanghai Dragons to go on a little win streak. Gamsu has turned up this week, and I think their synergy is starting to click finally. For the last game of the week on Sundays, for the last day of the week on Sunday, we have Boston Uprising, Toronto Defiant. Toronto 3, Boston Uprising 1. Neko's going to come back. He's going to clap their faces just the way that Gamsu did last week. Sunday, we have Hangzhou Spark versus Los Angeles Gladiators. Hangzhou Spark, I think, beats this because after 2 losses, I think they will turn up. No Smite will turn up again. Yeah, I don't see it could go either way, but I really want to put my faith in Hangzhou Spark. Then we have Sunday. This is a very bold prediction as well because the Los Angeles Valiant won, the Charge 3. Honestly, I think it should be the other way around, but I'm gonna stick to my gut feeling. Always stick to your gut feeling. Los Angeles Valiant will lose this game. I think they're gonna be in turmoil. There's gonna be struggles. There's gonna be in and out talks. So yeah, the Charge should be in a good state. And then finally for the game of the day, it's the New York Excelsior versus the Seoul Dynasty. Two Korean strongholds going up against each other. New York Excelsior wins. Seoul Dynasty not enough. I don't get them and show offers some flexibility, but I honestly think that Zumba should be in over Munchkin or Zumba should be in over Flutta. It's just a ghost man, and you're not running your best Arya. Nene is popping off. Jonek is popping off. I fully expect the New York Excelsior to roll them 3-1. So yeah, this has been Overwatch League news, and I'll see you guys next week.